Hi everyone and welcome back to another career mode episode from Ride 4 here on this channel. I'm KPG-GOONER here. Now in today's video I'm going to be testing out two different bikes in two different races, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion about both bikes at the end of the video. So first up we're going to be testing out the Aprilia RSV4 RF 2018, which came with the DLC Sports Bikes 101. Now this is in the pissing rain around Brands Hatch and tyre wears on because it's career mode. So this should be a really tough test. So let's see if we can get a decent start. It's going down Paddock Hill Bend in the pissing rain on a bike of this power, because this bike's got the 250 brake horsepower. Is always a challenge. So let's just take it steady early on. Hopefully we don't get caught up in any accidents. Going on the outside, just trying to get the feel of the bike, and we're going to have to really watch that rear tyre. The wear is going to go down pretty quickly. So this is 5 laps, so this is going to be a really good test. And I haven't done many races in the wet on this game, but the ones I have done, I have struggled. I must admit, it's a lot harder on this year's game. And just taking it steady, not too... Oh, there's someone's gone down! There you go, someone's already gone down. It shows that the AI struggled just as much early on. And let's just see if we can get in a nice position. And we've moved up to P3. So this has been a good start. But let's just try and get ourselves into a rhythm. Just try and take it steady. It's going to be very challenging. We've got to try and stay off those curbs as well. And I will give you, like I said, my opinion of both of the bikes that I'm going to be using in today's episode. And they're quite close in stats. And we're going to be racing both bikes in different conditions. But I'm just going to give you a general overview of what I think the bikes are like. I mean, I already like this one. I've obviously tested this bike out in my last video. But it obviously wasn't in career mode and it didn't have tyre wear on, so that is always a different challenge. Right, that is first lap out of the way. We've managed to stay in P3, which is a good position. I'm going to try and at least finish in the top 3. And again, let's be careful on the braking. And look at the tyre wear, it's gone down quite a lot already in just one lap. So this is going to be a challenge as we get into the latter stages of the race. And again, just steadily opening the throttle. Just trying to be careful on the brakes as well. Also, both bikes I'm going to be using are on default setups. I haven't done the setup, so this is also going to add to the challenge as well. I mean, I can't really tell you how difficult it is under braking because it is very tough and just feeling that rear just wanting to come round a little bit, just trying to keep it steady. I think in the wet you just got to be slow and steady. There's no point trying to be really fast at the start because it just doesn't do you any favours, and it's so easy to lose the rear on the realistic settings if you just overdo it. And again, just being gentle. God, it's a bit more difficult turning to the left than it is the right, because that's not an angle that you turn too much on this circuit. It's more right hand turns than it is left hand turns, but that's not too bad. It's another lap out the way, and oh, look at the power of the Aprilia. Just managed to get past, but are we going to come together going down Paddock Hill Bend? Oh, got a little bit wide. No, it's gone back past. Let's just try and be careful. We don't want to make any contact. Again, right on the outside. And hey, look at they can get a really tight angle around that corner. I'm not brave enough to do that yet. Not feeling comfortable enough. And look at the front tyre. It's almost completely cold. So that's going to not help with grip level. God, look at the wear on the rear tyre as well. Look, they're struggling as well. Look at them, they're all over the place. And just try and use a bit of power on the straights. The taps. And we've managed to get into P2. Right, let's just settle in behind the guy in front. It's another fellow Brit, Patrick Holmes. Let's just try and latch onto him. We're on lap 3. It's all going pretty well at the moment, but we've still got a couple of laps to go, and tyre wear is starting to fade. So let's just see if we can just maintain this. Oh, kind of making a mistake onto the grass. Don't over accelerate. Wow, that was a good save. Just completely backed off and again onto the curb. Really starting to feel the effects of the tyre wear. And this has just made it a little bit harder to just push it. Let's see if we can just open the taps again on the straights. Let's try and catch up with the rider in front. He's definitely got the edge. He doesn't seem to be struggling as much as I am. And again, going really wide down Paddock Hill Bend. Loads of puddles on the circuit as well. Let's see if we can go a little bit tighter in. Again, oh, go really wide. Oh, that is a risk. It's one of those things. Do I push it, or do I just try and settle for second place? I'm not a sort of person that likes to settle for second place, but I'm thinking, is it worth pushing it too much? Let's just hope he makes a mistake. No. And he's just... Let's see. He's got a couple of seconds on me. Let's see if we can just try and get a bit closer on this final lap coming up. Just be careful. Again, just trying to back off at the right time. Just as I feel that rear moving around. It's moving around a bit like a roller skate. And again, careful of the brakes. And that was okay. Right, this is the corner that seems to be a bit of a struggle. And that was a little better, but got really onto the curb. No, we don't want to be on the curbs. Don't want to be on the curbs. Right, we're coming to the final lap. And we're still in second place. And you know what? That is not a bad position to finish in if that's all I get. It's always tough just jumping on a bike and racing in these conditions. And we just closed in a little bit. Can we just get a little bit more through these corners and put him under pressure? Going tight in. Look at the grip levels. They're really low, so we've got to be really careful now. Again, just backing off the throttle. Going a little bit wider. And this is really tough here. I think this is where the AI seem to struggle the most. Look at it. Oh, he's really struggling. Can we... Oh, God, I almost went myself there. That was a close one. And he's just pulled away again. That was so frustrating, because if I hadn't just spun out a bit there, I probably would have got a little bit closer to him. Let's see if we can push it through here. Again, just being careful. And it looks like it's going to be a Brit 1, 2, 3. Got a Brit behind us as well, as we just try and push it down here. And it looks like it. Oh, flipping heck! Be careful. Just backing off there. Bike stepping out slightly. And again, just be careful. Let's try and stay off the curb this time. On that wasn't too bad. Coming to the final corner, it looks like it is going to be a second place finish, but it's been a good effort. We have pushed it as much as we can, and just push. Are we going to be able to catch him? I don't think we've got enough. Oh, it's going to be close actually. Can we get him on the line? And to the line. No, just too late. But that was a good effort. I really did enjoy that. It was a really good test. And like I said, I'm going to give you my honest opinion about both bikes, but we're going to go straight into another race on like a bike that's got similar stats. And I've only been on this bike once, and it was only in a time trial, so I haven't done any races on this bike. But you're probably going to agree with me, this bike is flipping amazing. It was really good on Ride 3, so I'm expecting it to be absolutely... And hopefully it will boss the race, but we're going to find out. Anyway, let's get straight into the next one and see if we can have another good experience and hopefully get a win, because we'd like to get more points. So let's get straight into it. Right, so here we go with the second race around Imola on the Ducati 1299 Pandagal S 2017. Now this bike is fully upgraded. We're going to be racing on the default setup. We've only, like I said, used this bike in a time trial, so it'd be really good to see what it's like in a race. And at the end of the video, we will compare stats of both bikes we've used in today's video, and I'll give you my opinion on both bikes. I know that we raced the Aprilia in the wet, but we have raced it in the dry before, so we do know how it handles. Right, let's see if we get a good start. Now this has 250 brake horsepower as well, so it's super powerful. And this is an awesome circuit to race around. So let's see if we get a good start into that first corner. Try to avoid any contact. And this is a perfect circuit for this sort of bike. I mean, I wouldn't want to do this circuit in the wet. Oh my god, it would be really tough, because you do get on the curbs around some of these corners. So just try and take that a little bit steadily. Go a little bit wide. It's going to take probably probably a couple of laps just to get used to the bike, and I think the grip levels are going to be a little bit harder to maintain, especially on the rear. And again, we've just stuck with the tyres that it's selected, and it's probably on the mediums. I think most of the other riders will probably be on the same compound, as we just managed to take a place there up to P4. And just be careful. Oh, I'm struggling just to put the power down. It is moving around a lot. Just get adjusted. It's not too bad into that turn. And drive it up the hill. Just try and catch up with P3. This is a difficult chicane, so let's be careful. Always take it a little bit wider so I can just turn it in, and that was nice and neat. Perfect. Right, let's see if we can latch on to this rider in front. We might be able to get down the outside. Let's be good on the brakes. So he's going to really dive into the inside. Let's go a little bit wider. That was nicely done. I've settled in quite quickly on this bike. This bike actually, considering its power, handled really well, even on the default setup. Right, another tricky chicane. Let's be careful. And again, ooh, nice and smooth again. Nicely done. So that is first lap out the way. And let's keep his fingers crossed I don't make any errors. I do tend to just muck up some of those chicanes now and again. They're really tough. Hopefully we won't in today's race. Not too bad through there. And oh my god, the tyre wear. It really has gone down quite a bit. So we're going to have to just try and be a bit smoother to avoid excessive wear. Again, just trying to take as much through those corners. This bike definitely has decent power back up the hill, because in the first lap we really did gain a little bit. Let's see if we can just close in on these two in front. Not sure what bikes they're on. I think one of them is a Ducati, probably not the same version. And I think he's the one that's leading the race, so it'll be interesting to see if we can get close to these two, what they're both like against each other. And let's be careful, going a little bit wider, backing off, covered nicely, back up the hill. That was really smooth. And let's see if we can just close in. Okay, latch onto Scarlett. Nicely done through there. Brilliant. This has been a good race so far, but we're almost down to 50%. God dear, it really does go down quick. And again, just keeping it steady through there. Ooh, be careful, don't go too wide. And again, being good on the brakes. Just start slowing down here. Let's try not to make any errors. Don't want to get any penalties. And again, that was nice and smooth. This has been really good. Once you start opening the taps on this bike, I think we are going to start closing in. Ooh, bloody hell, go a little bit wide there. Really fast. Go down the inside. Go on the brakes. Oh, stop, 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 stop. Oh my God. Just pushed it a little bit too hard then. I didn't mean to go into that turn as quick as that, but there you go. I just missed my braking point. Luckily I got away with it there, and we actually gained a position, so all in all that wasn't too bad. Right, let's see if we can just push it a little bit more and catch up with the leader. Lap 3. This race has gone really quick so far. Nicely done. Just keep it nice and smooth down the hill. Again, good on the brakes, turn it in. And again, really, really smooth back up the hill. And we're really pushing. And let's see if we can get through the chicane nice and smooth again. Oh God, went in there pretty quick, but we managed just to stop it nicely. And we are gaining. Let's see if we can get past this rider in front. And the reason for the tyre disappearing so quickly, the tyre wear is quite warm. As you can see, it's 30 degrees. So that is a reason for the tyre to melt a little bit quicker. I mean, we could have gone with a hard tyre at the rear, but without actually knowing the bike, it wasn't worth it. And again, especially with all the other riders that are going on the mediums. Right, lap 4, 2 more laps to go. Let's see if we can gain. Start braking, brake, and into the corner. Oh God, just a little. Oh, there was a bit of contact, and he's gone down. Oh, do you know what? That is so frustrating. It was literally minimal contact. Oh, right, let's just keep it thinking. We've got a rider behind us still. So oh, he's gone around the outside. Let's be careful. Let's be careful. And we've lost our position to the 3rd place rider. I hate that. That's one thing that I find very annoying on Ride 4 is sometimes just a minimal contact and riders go down. It's just frustrating. I didn't mean to do that, but you make mistakes. I'm going to own that one. I will look at the replays at the end, but I definitely feel that was my mistake. So we've still got to finish off. We're still on the bike. We've still got a race to finish. Let's see if we can finish. Look at the tyre wear, bloody hell. Let's see if we can finish. Okay, nicely done through there. Let's see if we can still win this. Brakes, all the flipping rear's moving around a lot more now. Oh, flipping grip. It's really starting to go. But the bike in front should have the same issues. It can't be just me. Let's not muck up this bit. And be careful. But even though we did probably bump that rider off, we haven't had any penalties, which is positive. Right, let's see if we can get past this rider. Oh, side by side, bit of contact. Oh, be careful. Oh, God, that was close. But both riders didn't come off, so that is. But that was about as much contact I had before. But I suppose on the as you're in on an angle going around a corner, it's a bit different. But we've still got to try and not make any mistakes as we go towards the end. As we're getting into the final stages, the rear tyres almost shot to pieces. So let's be careful. A little bit wider in that turn. Let's be careful going back down this section. Again, oh, we've got really wide. God, you really do feel when the grip goes, you can feel it so well that I cannot wait to feel what this is like on the PS5 controllers. Probably gives you a little bit more feedback. Still waiting for my pre-order to turn up. Had so many issues with that. Don't know whether you guys have had the same problem. It's been absolutely manic. And just come on, don't throw it away here. This is looking good so far. It's not mucking up on the final chicane. This is always tough. Slow it down. Oh, flipping heck. Oh, bloody hell. Didn't think I was going to stop there, but managed to get away with it. And to the line, and we're going to take a win. There we go. We're definitely going to have a look at those replays. But I'm going to hold my hands up. Mistakes were made. I definitely bumped him. But I didn't mean to. And if I could have given the place back, I would have done. But yeah, it was quite a close race against that other Panda Girl V4. That was quite an interesting battle. Anyway, let's have a look at the replays. Let's get straight into it now. So here we go. Right, so let's have a look. So as we're coming into this corner, I think I just nudge him slightly. Can't really see it there. Right, we should be able to see it at on this camera view as we come down. Yep, just nudged his back end. Definitely my fault. Let's have another look. Yep, definitely me. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, there you go, guys. That's the end of the race. Now we're going to get into having a look at both bikes and having a look at their stats and then my opinions on both bikes I've used in today's episode. And yeah, I'm going to hold my hands up. Yeah, that was my mistake. But at the end of the day, that happens in racing. Anyway, let's get straight into looking at the stats. Right, let's review both bikes. Now, both bikes have similar brake horsepower, but the Ducati does beat the Aprilia on pretty much everything. The only thing I would say is I didn't really notice the acceleration as much, but I did see the top end was a lot better on the Ducati. I noticed the handling quite a lot, especially in the slow corners, and the braking power is definitely better on the Ducati. Now, on the smaller circuits, you might find the Aprilia's okay, but overall, the Ducati is a far better bike, and it is #1 bike in my garage at the moment. I will do more of these review videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very, very soon.